A lot of people ask us what it's like to stay at an LGBTQ campground midweek, because most of them have big events on weekends. You get a lot of weekend travelers through, and they're very exciting.
But you can have just as much fun,
You can.
a very different kind of experience during the week.
You can. I'm Paul.
And I'm James.
And of course, our travel companion, Chompers.
Yeah.
And we are here midweek at Serenity Farms camping retreat in Sullivan, Missouri, which is just outside St. Louis. If you're not familiar with Serenity Farms, this is actually their 5th season. So they've been open 5 years, and coincidentally, it's our 5th visit.
Exactly.
Because we pass through here every year. And in fact, I'll put links down in the description of our previous videos where we talk a lot about the facilities and what they have here. It's really a really nice campground, and it's open to all LGBTQI plus people.
And the last 2 seasons has been some exponential growth. Since spring, I think we read they've added 33 new permanent sites, which means there are people on, waiting lists because it's pretty much full. They acquired another lodge.
Yeah.
They've got a couple of lodges, maybe even a third
They
on
have
the
a
property.
lodge and some rental houses, which are really cool. One of them is very family friendly. So if you want to bring your family, you could actually rent out a house that has its own pool. And there's, speaking of pools, there's
a second swimming pool, a couple more spas, a kind of permanent food truck and picnic dining area, like a food court, which is very nice. If you're coming through, don't completely believe us, because you can check out their website, but they have full hookup 30 and 50 amps for RVs, tenting areas, lodge rooms if you want to just sleep in a bed in a house, cabins to rent. There are a lot of options here, so don't be afraid to come camping if you don't have a camper or a tent.
Yeah, and they also have those 2 houses you could rent too, which are new this year.
And yurts, I believe.
And yurts. And if you don't want to commit, you can just get a day pass and check the place out.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
And I'm sure they'll happily give you a tour of the property.
So Paul, during the midweek at a campground,
What's it like?
What's it like?
I thought you were going to ask me that
more
question.
specifically, this particular campground, Serenity Farms.
Well, so there is quite a lot of permanent people, and permanent people are people who leave their trailers here, and some of them are school teachers. They may have the summer off. They may be remote workers that don't have to go in an office. So
Yeah, we met a couple of remote workers, actually.
Yeah, so there's actually a pretty good population of people who are here during the week. But the other good thing about being here is you really get to use the facilities. So we hung out at the pool, and we actually brought our inflatable kayaks, which we never travel without, inflated them, and just spent a day hanging out on their lake.
No fighting for lounge chairs at the pool.
Exactly. And people still hang out. There's campfires and people walking around. So there still is things to do. It's just more of a relaxed vibe. And for me, you kind of get to use the facilities more. You don't have to compete with other people to use them.
Yeah, not that that's a bad thing on the weekends. It's just very different, a little more low-key. Next time you're considering Serenity Farms as your getaway, maybe you consider also arriving maybe on a Wednesday and get a couple of weekdays before the weekend winds up and the crowd really does show up.
If you're afraid it might be too quiet.
It's not.
But it's still a very friendly campground midweek, and it's a very different experience. It's more of a camping experience.
Exactly. And if you like what you're hearing and if you want to share it, notifications, the subscription button, notify, and that little bell, it tells you when we've added some more information. Spread the word.
Yeah.
And until then, safe travels out on the road.
Thanks
Chompers
for watching.
says so too.
Bye now.
See ya.